turn the conversation toward the issue of extreme weather and its impact on utilities. And I want to ask really any of the panelists whether they think this extreme weather threat that is likely to continue to grow will sort of get relegated to a marginal issue or a kind of a lunatic fringe of a green energy scam, or will utilities try to address this issue both with regulators and their customers to continue a focus on decarbonization? Is extreme weather just off the table now, or how will that continue to play in the next few years?
The Biden, and I'm going back to my time at EPA rather than my tenure here at Powerscape Global. The Biden administration coal policies were running headlong into stubborn facts related to the reliability of the grid, electricity growth, and the need to have base load energy from existing coal plants that had survived all of the previous assaults on coal. The announcement from the administration that coal was going to remain in the energy mix, I think it is fundamentally important, because I don't think a new administration 4 years from now is going to be able to do anything much different than what the Trump administration is doing, because facts are facts. You have to have your most energy dense fuel in your lineup of resources until you get true breakthroughs. You know, the subsidization of one portion of the industry related to decarbonization and green energy it is what it is. But as one of the commentators, one of our participants pointed out, that the National Coal Council in 2019 and 2021 had talked about the value-added products that could come from coal. And again, those are products that the entire world needs, and they need them largely independent of China. The trade war at the end of the day is the beginning of a large struggle with China over unfair trade practices, but also international ambitions. Leaving our most energy-dense fuel out of the equation, eliminating research and development that would make it more useful, cleaner. And by the way, we're going to sequester and utilize the carbon that we're going to get from our facility in Wyoming. Makes perfect sense, and it's the kind of teaching and technology that the rest of the world needs. And so changing the focus to recognize that some coal in the mix is absolutely required, and putting effort back into how you utilize cleanly, efficiently, and well, and from a national security standpoint, existing energy resources on the scale of a 700-year supply of coal is one of the most critical national issues before us. And there may be lamenting over the fact that there's change, but there has been change. The administration has told us what they're going to do. I think history was on their side in drawing the line this far and no more on coal. I think the baseload units will survive. And I think clean, big, new coal that's based upon advanced research will be useful in America and around the globe. And that is our biggest challenge in pushing back against China and the forces arrayed with China. I think we're approaching a national, are fixated on that because they know it's coming. And I think industry has to mobilize itself to be prepared to help America and our allies respond to the fact that we're in this crisis.